This is my notebook. It's a normal notebook and I use it to take notes. Again, a normal notebook. But this notebook is powerful enough to let me take notes using 5 different note-taking methods. This method has 2 parts, and all you need is the inside flap of your notebook. You also need a sheet of paper. I'm using regular printer paper. Now open the inside flap of your notebook, and all you need to do is take your printer paper, position it in the inside horizontally, write the header and all that stuff before you tape it. Then take a tape and just simply tape it down. And sorry for the shakiness here, it's because I was using my arm and not a camera arm. Then fold the outside flap so that it doesn't show when you close the notebook. And there you go. Now just use that flap to store your important information, notes, and things that you need to look back on or remember. I would actually recommend writing it on the other half of the crease, not the one I'm writing on now, because this way, no matter where you are in your notebook, you can always refer back to that one single page or your Dutch door. And this is one of my favorite efficient note-taking methods just because it eliminates all the time that you spend flipping back and forth between your pages in your notebook. Now for part 2. Just flip to a random area in your notebook page that won't be disturbed by anything else. It's gotta be blank. And I'm choosing this section, but it really doesn't matter. Now find the area that you want to cut through. So I'm going to be using half, you don't have to, and grab a few pages. Use the blue line to guide you, but using your scissors, just simply cut through the blue line all the way until your scissors metal hits the metal rings of your notebook. And voila, there are your 2 double Dutch doors. This is actually quite cool because similar to the first part of the Dutch door method, sorry about the paint marks, you can stay on a single page but also flip to another area with your formulas when you need to. That was confusing. So let me explain it a little bit better. So let's say that the top double Dutch door is for your formulas and the bottom Dutch door is for your work, for math. Now write your formulas on the top page, and you can flip through your formulas while still solving your work and staying on the same page. Neat. Okay, let's move faster. Next method, the Cornell method. Your title should be here, your key terms should be in this column, your note-taking should be in this column, and your summary should be down here at the bottom. Quick note that your method or note-taking area does not need to be like this one, but mine just is. Quick example, this is just for the keywords, that's what I'm writing down. I'm writing down some notes in this section, and my summary is all the way down here. Hint at what this one's called, I'm making binoculars. And now I'm zooming back out because the method is mapping. The mapping method. So you have the main idea and the categories it branches off into or maps out into. Many different categories actually, and as you are mapping it out, that is why it's called the mapping method. This is pretty easy to do, it is quite efficient, and it's a more visual way to look at your notes. It's actually quite fun because of that. It's also very flexible and it's very easy to organize as well, since you can really organize all your categories as you please. Next is the charting method, and this plays on a very similar idea as a mapping method. Here I sorted them into the 4 main categories that I've seen people who use the charting method use: the time period, important people, events, and the significance. And then you just sort all the people and all that into the categories. Well, that was quick, but now it's time for the cause and effect method. And I actually got this from a YouTuber, I will link her down below. This is an interesting note-taking method that I think should be more well-known because it really forces you to look at the details. It's quite similar to the mapping method actually, but more straightforward. So there you go, 5 of my favorite note-taking methods all in one notebook. It's not quite normal anymore, so it's actually pretty cool because all these note-taking methods are efficient and they're one of my favorites. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to subscribe and like and comment if you want to. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something today.